Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Band of Anime Reactions, and yeah, I did mess up a little bit in the last video for Sword Art Online. I will rectify it. The only thing I messed up on was what happened before Kirito said that he has to save Asuna. He actually had gone in the world, to raid the world tree by himself, which was a very stupid move. And he looked like he was doing okay, but then more and more enemies popped up, and they just overwhelmed him and killed him. Thankfully, Leafa popped in, grabbed what was left, the little flame that was essentially him, and got him out, and revived him, and that's when the whole, he has to say, why did you do this, I have to save Asuna thing happened. And part of the reason why she ended up falling in love with him is because at first he had become distant and, well, wasn't very nice to her at first, but that was because he had found out about his parentage and now they're not really brother and sister. But once Sword Art Online happened and he came back, he started being nice to her again, and that's when she started falling in love with him. Anyway, dang it, what? Hang on. Gotcha. Okay, this had fallen on the floor, and I had picked it up with my feet. Anyway, this episode 23, is, dang it, what was the kid's name? The guy who had a crush on Leafa, aka Sugu, whatever her name is. It's not Sugo, because Sugo's the bad guy. Anyway, he pops up and essentially confesses his love to her, but obviously she doesn't return it. And they actually end up agreeing to raid the world tree, the three of them. Him, Kirito, and Leafa. It obviously ends up going as almost as well as you would expect. And Leafa's friend, the guy who I was just talking about, ends up sacrificing himself to try and make an opening. He used a dark spell. It was a self-destruct spell. But thankfully, before the two are overwhelmed, backup shows up in the form of the cat seeds and the I can't remember the other race. Anyway, the leaders and their armies pop up and help them to try and do it, but it looks like at this point that it's almost impossible to be able to complete it because of how many enemies pop up at this point, because it's like, it never ends. More and more keep popping up no matter how many you kill. Thankfully, Kirito's able to smash his way through and get to where the opening is supposed to be, and they try and open it. Doesn't work. Yui finds out that apparently the game is rigged. It's never meant to be completed because it's never meant to be opened by a player. So even if you do somehow manage to make it to that point, you can't get any further. And you end up getting overwhelmed by the enemies because they start popping up again. Thankfully, they have the little card that Asuna dropped for them, which gets them access to that opening, and they make it through. Which, as we see, is the same hallway that Asuna ended up finding when she was trying to make her escape. So we know that he's close. So, yeah. I apologize for messing up a little bit for the episode. I didn't mess up too bad, thankfully. So, I just forgot to mention the whole Kirito trying to solo it and failing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. Next episode, I more than likely agree that nobody likes next episode who watches the show, considering what happens in it. And I will discuss it in a moment. So, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you all next time.